I can't even explain to you what Goku's Super Saiyan transformation meant to the history of pop culture. Not just to the Dragon Ball slash Dragon Ball Z franchise, not just to anime, but to the entire realm of fiction, dude. This transformation to this day is one of the most iconic transformations of all time. You can take any transformation from Sailor Moon or any other Super Saiyan transformations in the series. I'm a huge fan of Super Saiyan 3 and 4. You could take transformations in any franchise in anime or fiction. This one is the one that everyone knows. This is the most repeated transformation. This transformation had kids back in the day when this first happened screaming and yelling to the top of their lungs thinking they can go Super Saiyan. This had people dyeing their hair for Halloween and putting in contacts to get as close to looking as a Super Saiyan as possible. Goku had people believing that humans could evolve through screaming to a godlike entity. That's what Super Saiyan transformation did when this first happened. I'm so serious. And this happened before how it is now. Like if this happened during the era of social media now, it would be the most talked about thing of all fiction. It would overtake what Game of Thrones was able to do in its prime. You may think I'm lying, you may think I'm bullshitting. I'm telling you, this is one of the most iconic transformations and moments in the history of fiction. In the history, I could only imagine what Twitter would be like when this. Twitter was going crazy when Ultra Instinct happened. Could you imagine? Could you imagine Twitter existing during the original Super Saiyan transformation for the first time ever? That's crazy. This transformation is up there with Darth Vader revealing that he's Luke's father. I'm so serious. You can fight me on that all you want. They're neck and neck, bro. They just are. And when it happened, talking about the moment itself now that I contextualize how big the moment was, let's talk about the moment itself. You have a situation where Krillin gets blown up into bits, which was insane. That was even arguably more insane than Goku transforming. Because this entire arc, Vegeta's like Super Saiyan this, Super Saiyan that, Super Saiyan this, Super Saiyan that. We're all like, what the hell is this Super Saiyan shit he keeps talking about? If you don't remember, Vegeta was willingly injuring himself, letting Gohan do a get off ki blast on him so that Dende could basically heal him, and Saiyans grow stronger after every battle. So he was like, yeah, I finally got Super Saiyan. Then Frieza finally transformed into his regular base form, I guess you want to say, his most powerful form. Tossed Vegeta aside, pretty much just straight up one shot Vegeta, had Vegeta crying, bleeding with a hole in his chest, and killed him. Frieza literally finally killed Vegeta. And so we thought, oh, well, that's Super Saiyan, Vegeta's got tossed. And then Goku arrives. Goku has no shot. We're all thinking, oh, Goku healed. Maybe he's finally done it. Kaioken, nothing's working, right? They had to use a spirit bomb that wasn't like the one they used against Vegeta. This one used the energy from the entire planet of Namek. It's supposed to destroy pure evil. Frieza is one of the most evil people in the entire series, and Frieza still survived that thing with like scratches, but really not worse for wear. I believe Frieza kills Piccolo as well, by the way, before even Krillin. Then he goes and just like telekinesis, bro, picks Krillin up, picks him up all the way in the air, bro. And then you can, and it's so graphic, bro, because it just explodes into a million pieces, organs flying everywhere. It just explodes. And by the way, Krillin's also the same person during this fight when Frieza was like in this tallest transformation. I don't know, it was the first or second one, where Krillin took a horn, Frieza's horn, to his sternum, bro. Like Krillin was getting messed up this series. But the quick little shot of Krillin's chest expanding as he blows up, one of the most graphic things I've seen in this franchise, to this day, I honestly don't think there's a more graphic moment than that in the entire series. I really don't think so. Because either there's really bright flashes and this, but now Krillin like expanding like that when he blows up is nasty, bro. So seeing that was crazy. And then we're like, well, what are we going to do? Because Gohan's cool, but he's not going to help Goku fight Frieza. Goku's on his last bit of energy, if anything. I mean, the Spirit Bomb's always been the trump card. And without the Spirit Bomb, how can he fight Frieza? And then the moment happens. And I'm talking about the Bruce Falconer score too. So you hear the theme for this, what will be the official theme song for or track for the Super Saiyan transformation for this moment, and you hear it ramping up, ramping up, ramping up. You see lightning strikes in the background while Goku's in the foreground, and you see him losing his shit. He's like, nah, I'm not going to forgive you. Because remember, this is Krillin's second time dying. This is his second time dying. And Goku's like, nah, bro. Goku do not, if y'all didn't know, Goku does not play about Krillin, bro. Like, Goku does not play about Krillin. Krillin is like, bro, is his brother, bro. He does not play about him. So see him explode to a million pieces like that, he was not fucking with that shit, bro. So Goku's just losing his shit. His eyes are rolled back of his head. You don't even see his pupils no more. And he's just, his head's rocking back and forth. And he's just so beside himself angry that you see that his hair starts going up into what would be where Super Saiyan hair would be. And you think he's going to go Kaioken times a million or something. But no, it's not. This time it's different. The aura isn't red. It's gold. And you're like, what? The transformation is not called Golden Saiyan. It's called Super Saiyan. So no one associates gold hair and blue eyes to this transformation yet. So Goku's just like, he's just losing himself. And then finally he snaps. It's a quick second. Completely transformed. And I'm sure, by the way, I don't think anyone thinks about this. His power level was probably so unreal for like where the series was. His power level was probably so unreal that no wonder why Gohan was in shock. He's like, bro, I don't even recognize this key, bro. Like this key that I'm registering right now, standing right next to you, I saw you transform. Like literally, I was like 2 feet in front of you. I saw you transform. I still don't believe it's you. Like the power level must have been so insane that it's like, there's no way you're like you swap places with my dad because like you're not him, bro. Like what is this power level? And I say that also to say Gohan experienced Frieza's power level and multiple different stages of power level. So if Frieza was shocked of Goku's power level and transformation, Gohan must have been like beside himself. He's like, bruh, like this is not even registering to me right now. I've never seen or felt this kind of power. Like this is enough power to this is enough energy to power a planet, bro. Like he's radiating that much. So that was just one of the most iconic moments in the series, bro. And since that moment's happened, I mean, it solidified the series as one of the GOATs. It solidified the series as one of the greatest franchises of all time. I'm talking about anime, cartoon, live action, you name it. It's up there. It's up there. This moment is up there in the history of fictional shows like Breaking Bad, like moments of Breaking Bad, moments in Game of Thrones. Like, so I don't want to spoil some moments for people who haven't seen those shows yet, but just moments that you know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Like, just moments in these shows. Goku turning Super Saiyan's up there. It's freaking up there, bro. And it's one of the most epic transformations. No one that's transformed to Super Saiyan 1 anyway has an iconic Super Saiyan transformation. Like when Vegeta first turned Super Saiyan, it's cool, but it's like, yeah, you were eventually going to turn that. You know what I'm saying? And was short-lived when Android 18 broke his arm in half. But this was a transformation like, okay, now, you know, it's meme to death about transforming multiple transformations. They have like 10,000 transformations. Sure, laugh it up. I get it. It gets kind of ridiculous to this point now in 2025. But this was the first transformation that set the stage for the rest of the franchise, set the stage for manga that would get greenlit later. Like DBZ, bro, and the popularity of this. was so massive. Like, the only thing I could equate it for people who weren't there at the time would be Game of Thrones, what Game of Thrones was doing for the internet numbers, bro. Because this was a time when, yes, the internet existed, but it was not as interconnected with how social media is now. Like, it wasn't now. Like, this was a moment where everyone watched it. You know where you were at. You went to school the next day. You're like, yo, what the fuck did I just see? You in a chat room's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, it wasn't as like now where you have the Show and Jump app and you just, people know about these transformations. Like, people knew about Gear 5, obviously, a year and a half before it debuted in the anime, you know, stuff like that. There was toys, merchandise, like it was spread. This was when things were taking a little bit longer. Like, yeah, I forgot, I don't know how long it was between when it was released in Japan versus the US. I think there was a couple months to a year of difference. I could be wrong. I want to look that up to actually know for myself, but I know it wasn't like simulcast. It wasn't like, hey, it happened in Japan, it happened in the US. I think there was a time, there was a difference between it. So maybe there was toys that flooded the market, but like, man, it wasn't like how it is now. Like, there was no way to know. You just watched the episode and found out. And it was so beautiful. And I kind of do miss those times because living in a spoiler-free world where you can just digest content how it's supposed to be, whereas like you just consume it and you know in the moment and it makes you, and it evokes some kind of reaction out of you. But man, it was just such a moment for history, bro. And obviously, in a Geek Out Room podcast, we have to talk about the most iconic transformation heard around the world. So, like, comment, subscribe, man. Tell me where you were when this transformed. Even if you weren't there live when it happened back in the day, maybe you just started watching Dragon Ball Z lately for the first time and you just got this episode. Either way, like, I would love to hear your thoughts on the episode of him transforming, your thoughts on the transformation itself, like what feelings it evoked out of you is what I really want to know. Because man, this transformation changed the black community in America, bro. I'll be so serious. This was one of the many, but this was the real biggest moment. I could say it had black people in a chokehold. It had us in a chokehold. DBZ would be solidified, bro. In any neighborhood, DBZ was solidified from this moment. This was a real moment in history. And I'm telling you right now, you could put it in black history as well. I'm just kidding on that one. See y'all in the next one. Peace.